Welcome to the world of online learning. I am Dr. G.K. Viju, Professor, University of Garden City, Khartoum, Sudan. We at GK Online Learning Tutorial emphasize on the topics from software engineering, project management, quality management, strategic management, and mathematics. Today we are going to discuss the topics from software engineering. Please subscribe to our channel for continuous support. Software analysis and design tools. Software analysis and design includes all activities which helps the transformation of requirement specification into implementation. The requirement specification specify all functional and non-functional expectations from the software. Software research and design comprise all activities which assist the transformation of requirement specification into implementation. Requirements specification specify all purposeful and non-functional expectations from the device. These requirement specifications come with the shape of human readable and understandable documents to which a PC has not anything to do. Software research and design is the intermediate level which is helping human readable requirements to be remodeled into precise code. So the generally used tools are data flow diagram, data dictionary, and context diagram, that is level 0 DFD. Let us discuss more about data flow diagram. Data flow diagram is graphical representation of the data flow in an information gadget. Or data flow diagram is a graphical representation of data flow in an information system. It is capable of depicting incoming data flow, outgoing data flow, and stored data. The DFD does not mention anything about how the data flows through the system. There is prominent difference between DFD and flowchart. The flowchart depicts flow of control in program modules, and DFD depicts flow of data in the system at various levels. It does not contain any control or branch elements. So data flow diagram is in a position to depicting incoming information, outgoing information, and saved information. The DFD does not mention anything about how information flows through the gadget. There is a prominent distinction between DFD and flowchart. The flowchart depicts the flow of control in program modules, and DFD depicts the flow of data within the gadget at more than a few ranges. DFD does not contain any control or department part. Types of DFD. Data flow diagrams are either logical or physical. The logical DFD concentrate on the gadget procedures and flow of data within the gadget. For example, in a banking device gadget, how information is moved between other entities. Physical DFD. This form of DFD represents how the information glide or information flow is in reality applied within the gadget. It is more specific and as regards to the implementation. DFD components, entities, they are supply and vacation spots of data or information. Entities are represented by a rectangular with the representative names. Second one, process. Activities and actions taken on the information are represented by circles or round-edged rectangles. Data storage. There are two variants of data storage. It may possibly either by representing as a rectangle with the absence of each smaller facets, or as an open-sided rectangle with only one side lagging. Data flow. Movement of data is proven by pointing arrows. Data movement is proven from the bottom of the arrow as its supply against the head of the arrow as a vacation spot. These are all the data flow diagram components: external entity, process, output, data flow, and data store. There are different levels of data flow diagram. The level 0 diagram, which is also called as context diagram. It is the highest abstraction point of DFD is refers to as level 0 data flow diagram, which depicts all the data gathered as one diagram concealing all of the underlying details. Level 0 DFD are also often refers to as context diagram. Level 1, the level 0 DFD is broken into more specific level 1 DFD. Level 1 DFD depicts elementary modules within the gadget and glide of data among more than few modules. Level 1 DFD also mentions elementary process and sources of data. Level 2, at this point, DFD presentations on how information flow inside the module discussed in level 1. Higher points of DFD will also be remodeled into more specific decrease point DFDs with a deeper point of working out unless the required point of the specification is achieved. Data dictionary lists all data items appearing in the DFD model of a system. The data dictionary lists the purpose of all data items and the definition of all composite data items in terms of their component data items. Or in other sense or other words, data dictionary is a centralized collection of details about information. It shops which mean an origin of data. It's dating with other information layout for usage, etc. Data dictionary has rigorous definitions of all names with a purpose to facilitate user and device designers. It is steadily referenced as metadata, that is information about information repository. It is created alongside with DFD or data flow diagram style of device program and is expected to be up to date whenever DFD is modified or up to date. Requirements for data dictionary. The information is referenced by way of information dictionary designing and enforcing device. Data dictionary eliminates any chances of ambiguity. It is helping to preserve painting of programmers and architects synchronized with the use of an identical object references in all places in the system. A data dictionary provides some way of documentation for the complete database gathered in a single position. Validation of DFD has performed the usage of an information directory. Data dictionary will have to contain details about the following: data flow, data structure, data elements, data storage or data stores, and data processing. For example, for data dictionary, a data dictionary entity may represent that the data gross pay consists of the components regular pay and overtime pay. That is, gross pay equal to regular pay plus overtime pay. Context diagram. The context diagram is the most abstract data flow representation of a system. It represents the entire system as a single bubble. This bubble is labeled according to the main function of the system. The context diagram is also called as the level 0 diagram. Example: RMS calculation software, user RMS calculator, then data items and RMS. Structured design. The aim of structured design is to transform the result of a structured analysis, that is DFT representation, into a structured chart. So then we must know what is a structured chart. A structured chart represents the software architecture, that is, the various module making up the system, the dependency, that is, which module calls with the other module, and the parameters that are passed among the different modules. A structured chart, or SE, in software engineering and organizational theory is a chart which shows the breakdown of the system into its lowest manageable levels. They are used in structured programming to arrange program modules into a tree. Each module is represented by a box which contains the module's names. The basic building blocks which are used to design structure charts are the following. Rectangular boxes represents the module. Module innovation arrows, that is, control is passed from one module to another module in the direction of the connection arrow or connecting arrow. Data flow arrows are annotated with the data name. named data passes from one module to another module in the direction of the arrow. Library module represented by a rectangular with double edges. Selection represented by a diamond symbol. Repetition represented by a loop around the control flow arrow. So this is an example for structured chart. This is the end of the session. Please like, subscribe and share. If you are having any queries, please mail to me to the mail ID given in the slide. Thank you.